Can everybody see and hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, as promised, I wrote a speech last night. Trey has been my older brother pretty much my whole life. And is that right, Mom?
That's correct. Yes, you are accurate.
And there's always been one thing that I admired about Trey, and it's just one. And pretty much, and this thing is, some people talked about it last night, how he's a free spirit, and pretty much throughout his whole life, he's always just found something that he likes, he's gone for it. No questions asked. Maybe we'll ask for permission. Most of the time, none. Sometimes he'll ask for forgiveness or money. And I think the first time I really recognized this, and this is what I started to admire him for, was when he went to study abroad in Singapore. Kind of randomly, he just said, "Hey, Mom, Dad, I'm going to go to Singapore for a semester to study abroad," which was pretty much a paid vacation for him. And pretty much even when he was in Asia, I mean, the times like we'd email or talk, and he kept the same attitude. He was always just independent. You know, he explored a place that I've never been. I probably have no desire to go to, but I mean, he traveled all over, and he would tell me crazy stories about stuff he did, like driving through a jungle, eating cobra, getting into like some sort of underground bar fight with some guy from Australia or something. But I mean, the whole time, and I always really admired him for that. But it's not like he was irrational or he was kind of like a vagabond or anything. It was just, everything was always very calculated and planned out. And he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew the risks, possible consequences. But he always just went for it. And I really admired that about him. And the second time that he kind of did this, and I was like, yeah, that's really cool that he just did that, was when he decided to come out to California to take a job as a federal agent. Which I was like, that's pretty cool, you know. I didn't really know what he planned on doing after college, but he found something that he obviously cared about that was going to make him happy, and he just went for it, no questions asked. And this is why, pretty much these reasons are why when he said, you know, I'm going to go to Taiwan. I always mess it up, it's Taiwan or Taiwan, but I'm glad I got it. He said he was, you know, not going to be home for Thanksgiving. He's like, you know, I'm going to go to Taiwan to see Lane. And I mean, none of the Delacania contingent had met Lane. So we were just like, you know, even though he's not going to be here for the family, we knew that he was doing something that he really cared about. And even though we had never met you, we knew that, you know, it had to be something special if he was going to fly far. And so, rewind a little bit. I think I was probably like a sophomore in college. That was when you guys met, maybe. And I remember I talked to you on the phone one time, and you're just like, yeah, talking about the weekend. And you're like, yeah, I went to this party that, you know, in Sacramento, and, you know, I met a girl, and it was Lane, this time. And I could tell from talking to him, he's pretty bored to talk to him on the phone. But this time, he was just really, I could tell in his voice how excited he was that he had met a girl, and I was like, you know, that's pretty cool. And then fast forward, this is probably like, I don't know when this was, but I think it was before you went to Taiwan. And he called home. I was home for a weekend from school, and he called home, and he asked to talk to Mom and Taylor. And so I guess what he talked to Taylor about was some cooking advice. And so this, you know, was a little unusual for me to hear. And then in that same conversation, he talked to Mom about some cleaning advice. This is especially bizarre here. And so I knew at this point I kind of connected the dots, and the only reason he would ever ask for any sort of culinary or cleanliness advice was if he was trying to impress someone. And it would really have to be someone really special he was trying to impress if he was going to put all that effort in. Especially, I mean, some of you have seen his house. And I just want to say that, it looks like all the effort, everything, all the effort and time that you put in when obviously you first met, flying to Taiwan, doing all that stuff, I mean, it looks like it really, really paid off. And the first time I met Lane was in January of this year, so that was not too long ago. But I could tell from the minute I got into the car with them how happy they made each other. And there was absolutely no doubt in my mind that my brother had found the one person that he was going to spend the rest of his life with. And I think, for having interacted with Lane and talking to her family, I know that her and Trey share the same passion, the same attitude that I was talking about earlier, where they're both just independent, gonna go get it, not scared of anything, take anything on, any sort of adventure. And Trey, I'm honored to be your best man. Very proud to be your brother. Lane, welcome to the family. Let's drink.